Namaste, this is Samta, back with chapter 3 of the book Into the World of Light by my father, Janardhan Chandorkar. I would like to remind you that I am addressing my father as myself. On obtaining my master's degree in English literature, I joined Chhatrapati Shivaji College, Satara, as a lecturer in English. This college belonged to the Rayat Shikshan Samstha, started by Karamveer Bhaurao Patil. Bhaurao Patil is well known in Maharashtra for providing free education to the lower caste. I was fortunate to serve this institute for a couple of years. When I was in Satara, I was aspiring for bigger opportunities. I was not contained because life was a constant search for betterment. When in Satara, I applied for the Maharashtra Public Service Commission for a post of lecturer. I did so because I thought that I had to push myself as no one else was going to do it for me. Good things come to those who wait, but better things come to those who go out and get it. To my fortune, I was selected by the MPCC and posted by the government of Maharashtra as a lecturer in English at Sydenham College of Commerce and Economics, Mumbai. The government of Maharashtra had designated me as a gazetted officer. This college was established by the British government and was formally affiliated to the London School of Economics. Dr. Ambedkar was a professor here. This was a good opportunity for me. When I joined this college, I found myself a stranger in this maximum city. Initially, I found it very difficult to adjust to the Mumbai crowd, to the local train, especially the local train indicators. But I thought that this was an opportunity for me and I have to change and grow. There is an ancient Chinese proverb that says, a wise man adapts himself to the circumstances as water shapes itself to the vessel that contains it. Progress is impossible without change. When I was a lecturer in Sydenham College, I was a bachelor and time was available to me. I joined the University of Mumbai and did my masters in linguistics and LLB. In 1976, I got married. My father-in-law, G.K. Mane, was an ex-member of parliament and was a close friend of Yashwantrao Ambedkar, who was a son of Dr. Ambedkar. G.K. Mane, or Anna as we call him, was credited with a win against one Kasrolkar, who had defeated Dr. Ambedkar in Lok Sabha elections, Mumbai. Many distinguished leaders attended my wedding reception. In 1976, I was transferred to Elphinstone College, Mumbai. Dr. Ambedkar was once a student here. By this time, I had become a Mumbaikar and I was used to the hustle and bustle of this great city. My friend circle had increased and I was elected as the president of the Backward Class Employees Welfare Association. Tirpude had appointed me as the president of the Magasvargiya Mahasangh founded by him. When Indira Gandhi lifted the emergency, she declared elections to the Lok Sabha. She was defeated. At this point of time, the Belchi incident of Dalit mass killings took place on the Patna border. Indira Gandhi declared that she will fight for the cause of Dalits and visited Belchi. Nasik Rao Tirpude wanted to organize a rally of Indira Gandhi in Mumbai. The Congress committee under him was in the process of formation. Tirpude called me and told me to organize the rally on behalf of the Mahasangh, of which I was the president. I organized the first ever rally of Indira Gandhi at St. Xavier's High School ground, Parel, Mumbai. The meeting was scheduled early in the morning and I was worried whether people would gather so early in the morning. To my surprise, the ground was overcrowded before Indira Gandhi reached the dais. I spoke in Hindi and presented her a Janta sari costing rupees 20. There was a great applause when she made reference to the sari, saying it was a precious gift as it represented the voice of the poor. Indira Gandhi's rally enhanced my confidence and I was thinking of resigning my lecturership and joining the bar at High Court, Mumbai. I started consulting my friends and relatives. When I revealed this to my principal at Elphinstone College, Mumbai, she was astonished and called me mad. She reminded me that I was recently married and had a family to maintain. She said that if you do this, you would be committing a historical blunder. But my wife encouraged me. Lastly, I resigned and registered myself with the Bar Council Maharashtra and started my practice. Stars do not pull each other down to be more visible. Competition is there in every profession, but my experience at the bar was very encouraging. Right from the beginning, I maintained the dignity of this great profession. When I was practicing, Justice Chandorkar was a Chief Justice of the Mumbai High Court. Once, my matter from Pune was placed before his bench. The Patwari announced my name as Chandorkar Vakil, and there was a confusion in the courtroom. When I entered, I told them that I am Chandorkar representing the matter, and the suspense was over. The practice at High Court acquainted me with multiple problems of this great city. The problem of slum dwellers, dilapidated building, crime, and many other such problems were now known to me. On 31st October 1984, Prime Minister Indira Gandhi was assassinated by her bodyguards. This was a terrible shock to me, as I had my personal memories. Rajiv Gandhi was sworn in as a Prime Minister after a historical win in the 8th Lok Sabha. Elections to Maharashtra legislature were announced and scheduled in February 1985. I was dreaming of contesting from Kherwadi. It was Theodore Roosevelt who said, "Keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground." I was thinking of contesting from Kherwadi, yes, but it was a very difficult constituency for the Congress to win. In 1984, Kherwadi had witnessed the Hindu-Muslim riots. The Shiv Sena Supremo Balasaheb Thackeray was residing here in Kalanagar, Kherwadi. Winning Kherwadi was of paramount importance for the Sena. The memories of the 1984 riots were still fresh in the minds. The Hindu votes had to be polarized. The sitting MLA was not keen on contesting. Atmosphere of uncertainty prevailed in the Congress party, and the voter balance was tilted towards the Sena. The congressman thought it difficult to survive, as after the riots, the Shiv Sena was all the mighty. The Congress High Command was knowing that winning Kherwadi was no cakewalk. The Congress leaders, including the sitting MLA, was reluctant to fight, as they had contemplated for sure the Congress defeat. Kherwadi was a losing seat, and hence there was no stiff competition for ticket here. Had the congressmen visualized a win in Kherwadi, they would never have left a general seat for a reserved candidate. The congressmen here were pessimists. Winston Churchill has said, "A pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity, but an optimist sees opportunity in every difficulty." I believe that something valuable could be derived from a difficulty or adversity. I knew that when opportunity knocks, success occurs. I knew that opportunity knocks but once. I had a will to win, a desire to succeed, and a urge to reach the destination. Viewers, please be ready for Chapter 4, where I am contesting the elections. Come and join me in the fight. Thank you.